Hello, everyone. Welcome to Easy English Speaking. Now let's listen to our podcast.
Hey everyone, I'm John, and I'm here with the amazing Maria. We're going to talk about something today that brings a smile to everyone's face. Happy moments. Have you ever had those little moments that make your whole day brighter? Maybe it's something as small as enjoying your morning coffee or getting a nice message from a friend. Whatever it is, today we're going to dive into how to talk about happy moments in English.
Exactly. Whether it's a big celebration or a quiet, peaceful moment, these happy times are so important, and it's great to know how to talk about them in English. So, John, what's one thing that made you smile today?
Let me think. Well, today I woke up to the smell of freshly brewed coffee. There's nothing like that warm, comforting aroma in the morning. It instantly made me smile and set a positive tone for the whole day. How about you, Maria? What's something small that made you happy today?
For me, it was a simple message from an old friend I hadn't heard from in a while. When I saw their name pop up on my phone, it just brought back all these wonderful memories. It was such a small thing, but it made me feel so happy.
See? It's the little things in life that often bring us the most joy. A perfect cup of coffee or a message from a friend might seem small, but they are moments that we cherish. These are the types of moments we're going to learn to talk about in English today.
Exactly. Now, let's get into it. So, how do we talk about happy moments in English? It's really easy, actually. You can say things like, "It made me smile." "I felt happy when..." "That was a happy moment because..."
These are such simple but powerful ways to share your joy. You can use these phrases to describe anything that made you feel good, from your morning coffee to spending time with your family. For example, "I felt happy when I saw my friend's message," or "It made me smile when I heard that song on the radio."
Perfect! And don't forget, when we share these moments with others, it can help us feel even happier. It's not just about talking, it's about connecting with others and spreading that positive energy.
Now, let's learn a few key words and phrases to help us express these happy moments. The first word we're going to look at is proud. It's a feeling you get when you've accomplished something you're really happy about. For example, you could say, "I was proud of myself when I finished that big project at work."
Right. And another great word is achievement. An achievement is something that you do successfully, especially if it was difficult or took time. For example, graduating from college was a huge achievement for me.
And then we have dream come true. This is a great way to describe something that you've always wanted to do, and finally, it happens. It's like the best possible outcome. For example, visiting Paris was a dream come true for me.
I love that one. So, we've got some great vocabulary already. Proud, achievement, and dream come true. Let's practice using them in some sentences.
Here's an example. "I felt proud when I completed my marathon. It was a huge achievement for me, and visiting the Eiffel Tower was a dream come true."
Exactly! Now it's your turn. Viewers, let us know in the comments, what's an achievement you're proud of? Or what's a dream that's come true for you? We would love to hear your stories.
And remember, every time you learn something new or experience a happy moment, it's something worth celebrating. And you can use these words to share that joy in English.
Okay, now let's talk about some small happy moments that we often overlook. The truth is, some of the happiest moments come from everyday things. For instance, John, do you ever feel happy just because you had a good meal?
Oh, definitely. A great meal always lifts my mood. I love pizza, especially with extra cheese. And there's nothing better than sharing it with friends or family.
Yes, food is such a simple pleasure. Another small moment that makes me happy is listening to music. Do you have a favorite song that always puts you in a good mood?
Yes, definitely. For me, it's Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. Every time I hear it, I can't help but smile. It's so uplifting. And you, Maria, what's your go-to song for a happy vibe?
For me, it's Happy by Pharrell Williams. It just makes me feel like dancing. So, you see, whether it's food, music, or a conversation with a friend, these small moments are just as important as the big ones. It's all about recognizing them and sharing them with others.
And once you get used to recognizing these moments, it becomes easier to express them in English. Soon, you'll be able to describe all the little things that bring you joy.
So now, before we wrap things up, we'd love to hear from you. What was your happiest moment this week? Was it something small, like a perfect cup of coffee? Or something bigger, like achieving a goal you've been working hard on? Whatever it is, share it with us in the comments below. We can't wait to read your stories and celebrate those little victories together.
Exactly. No moment is too small to be happy about. Whether it's a moment of peace, a funny story, or a good meal, every happiness counts.
I hope you're feeling happy and inspired after our first chat about those little moments that bring joy. Today, we're going to explore bigger happy moments, those that feel like a dream come true.
Exactly, Maria. Sometimes happiness comes from special events, achievements, or trips that we'll remember forever. Let me start. One of my biggest happy moments was when I visited London for the first time. I saw the London Eye, Tower Bridge, and even Big Ben. It was incredible, and I was so excited I took so many photos.
Wow, John, that sounds amazing. So, for these kinds of moments, we can use phrases like, "It was a dream come true." "I felt so proud." "It was an unforgettable experience."
Right, and these phrases are perfect for sharing big achievements or memorable experiences. For example, visiting London was a dream come true because I've always wanted to see Big Ben in person.
Yes, and you know, sometimes even a simple achievement can feel huge, like finishing a difficult project at work or learning a challenging English word. John, remember the first time you learned the word frothy? How did that make you feel?
Yes, I felt so proud. It was such a small word, but I finally understood it perfectly. That's the feeling of accomplishment, no matter how big or small.
Now, let's talk about something really important: sharing happiness. When your friend or family member has a happy moment, it's great to react in English.
Absolutely. Here are some useful phrases. I'm so happy for you. That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Exactly. Let's imagine a scenario. Last month, my friend told me she got a new job. I said, "Congratulations! That's amazing news!" She was so happy, and we decided to celebrate together with a small dinner.
See, celebrating doesn't always have to be huge. It could be a meal, a chocolate treat, or even a simple phone call. And when you do this, it spreads happiness and makes English practice fun.
Let's learn some more vocabulary for bigger happy moments. 1. Celebrate. To do something special for a happy event. I celebrated my promotion by going out for dinner with friends. 2. Relieved. A happy feeling when something difficult is finished. I felt relieved after finishing my exam. 3. Unforgettable experience. A moment you will always remember. My trip to London was an unforgettable experience.
And don't forget, all these words can be used together. For example, I was proud of my achievement. It was an unforgettable experience, and I celebrated with my family.
Perfect! Now, viewers, can you make one sentence using celebrate or unforgettable experience? Write it in the comments. We can't wait to read your happy stories.
Maria, sometimes big happy moments aren't just trips or awards. Even simple everyday experiences can make our hearts feel full.
Exactly. For example, listening to your favorite song, spending time with pets, or helping someone. These moments might be small, but they're meaningful.
Yes. Last week, I helped an elderly neighbor carry her groceries. She smiled and said, "Thank you so much." That made me feel really happy.
See? That's a wonderful example of how making others happy also makes you happy. It's like a circle of happiness.
Totally. And when you describe these moments in English, you can say, "It made me feel happy." It was a wonderful moment. I felt proud because I helped someone.
Exactly. The key is to notice the happiness around you, both big and small, and then express it in English.
All right, viewers, let's play a fun game. It's called Happy Moment Word Game. I'll say a word, and you think of the first happy moment that comes to your mind. Then write it in the comments. First word, sunshine.
For me, a happy moment with sunshine is having a picnic with friends in the park. The sun was warm, we laughed, and had a great time.
Nice. My turn. Rain. I remember jumping in puddles as a child. So much fun and laughter.
See, these small moments bring happiness too. And this is great English practice for describing real-life experiences. Now, viewers, your turn. Think of a word and share your happy moment in the comments. It could be a big moment, like a trip, or a small one, like a perfect cup of tea. Every happiness counts.
Exactly. The more you share, the more you practice English, and the happier you feel.
Today, let's focus on something really special, spreading happiness to others. Sometimes, the happiest moments aren't just for ourselves, but when we make someone else happy.
Absolutely, Maria. It could be as simple as giving a compliment, helping a friend, or even just sending a kind message. Those small acts can make a big difference, and they give you a warm feeling inside.
Exactly. And when we describe these moments in English, we can use phrases like, "It made me feel really good." "I felt happy because I helped someone." "Seeing their smile made my day."
Yes, and let me share a personal story. Last week, I gave a friend a small handmade gift just to cheer them up. When they opened it and smiled, I felt so happy. It was one of those moments that stays with you.
Let's learn some vocabulary to describe these special moments. 1. Thoughtful, showing care and consideration. It was so thoughtful of her to remember my birthday. 2. Heartwarming, something that makes you feel happy inside. Watching my little cousin open his gift was heartwarming. 3. Joyful, full of happiness and delight. We felt joyful during the family celebration.
And you can combine these words in sentences. For example, it was so thoughtful of my friend to send me a message. It was heartwarming, and it made me feel joyful.
Perfect! Now, viewers, can you write a sentence using thoughtful or heartwarming in the comments? We'd love to see your examples.
Maria, something I've realized is that happiness is everywhere, even in small daily moments. It's about noticing the little things, the smell of coffee, a sunny morning, a kind word from a friend.
Exactly. And when we take time to reflect on our happy moments, it helps us appreciate life more. You can even describe these reflections in English using, I realized that small moments make life beautiful. I feel grateful for today's little joys. Reflecting on happy moments makes me appreciate my life more.
Yes, reflection is powerful. And it's a perfect way to practice English while thinking about what makes you happy.
Let's do a fun exercise, viewers. It's called the Daily Happiness Diary. Every day, write down 3 things that made you happy, big or small.
Then, try to describe them in English. For example, I felt joyful when my friend called me. Or, it was heartwarming to see my dog playing in the park.
Exactly. Doing this every day helps you notice happiness and improve your English at the same time.
Now it's your turn, viewers. Share one happy moment from your day in the comments below. It could be anything: a smile from a stranger, a delicious meal, or a fun conversation.
Yes, the more you share, the more you practice expressing happiness in English. And remember, happiness is contagious. Your story might make someone else smile today.
So, to wrap things up, Maria, we've learned that happiness comes in small moments, big achievements, and in spreading joy to others. And the best part is, you can express all of these moments in English.
Absolutely. Keep noticing those happy moments. Share them, reflect on them, and use your new vocabulary. And don't forget to comment your favorite happy moment today. We'd love to celebrate with you.
Every moment of happiness counts. See you in the next video for more fun, learning, and English practice.